Hi, everybody.
Welcome to the Clock It podcast.
Yes, we're so excited to have you here.
We really are.
Yeah, truly. It's been, what is this, our fourth
Our
episode
fourth
now, which is so
episode.
exciting.
Yeah.
Um, and we're going to be talking about facial feminization today.
Yeah, we are Facial Feminization Surgery, FFS, if you haven't heard of it.
Yes.
Last week I was very um sick. I don't know
Yeah,
what
how are
was
you feeling? Mama, you were getting hay fever.
I was going
Like I looked over and I said, "Oh, she just like smoked a joint or she is going through it." And I was telling my boyfriend about it
Oh,
today
really?
because I was like, "Oh yeah, we filmed this episode, whatever." And I was like, "She should have asked to have a break." And I was like,
I
"She
tried.
did." And I fully said no. And he laughed his head off and he's like, "No breaks allowed on set." And I'm like, "Yeah, what the hell? I don't know
No.
what
I
came
was
over me. I
dying,
don't know what
and
came
I
over
also
me."
was listening to the recording, and I just sound, like, so nasally and disgusting, and I still have a little bit of that left over, so
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry. You know, the worst thing is I hate my face, and that's what we're gonna get into today, but I really hate my voice, and I
Oh,
really hate my voice when it
oh,
sounds
shit.
nasally and sick like that.
Okay. That's real. You know what?
So
I actually
it was a hard episode.
that's real, and I'm sorry I didn't let you take a
No,
break.
you're okay.
Who is that? Dance Mom, so or Lizzo. Lizzo that didn't let her
Yeah.
performers take breaks.
Yeah, it was Lizzo.
Except for we're equals in this.
That's what you
Um,
have to say.
girl.
But
Anyways,
we all know what you think. We all know that you think you're superior, Miss Meredith.
girl, bye.
No, I'm kidding.
We are, and you know what? I do want to talk about because my voice is I've been talking all day long. I
Okay,
fear like I when I was in therapy, I was like, damn, I've got a podcast to
to
film.
do.
We have had a big week. We've had a
Oh
big
my
week.
god, yeah.
Like this has been one of the biggest weeks we've had in a minute.
It's actually crazy because I
Yeah,
feel like I don't know, I feel like I've been in such a lull with my drag career and just life in general, and we've done such crazy things.
literally.
Um,
This morning I woke up and I was like, "Oh my God, I've done so much. No
I
wonder I'm
know,
so
such cool
tired."
stuff. I know. I am truly so
So for
exhausted.
the audience, we hosted the Planned Parenthood Gala
Mhm.
here in Utah. It was a sold out show with, I mean, over 1,000 people for sure.
Yeah, DJ
And
Meredith Marks was there,
yes,
DJing.
we had the former president of Planned Parenthood America, who we
Yes,
didn't know. And
Faye. When we first went out, I don't think sh I didn't know if she was living for our vibe, 'cause
oh, yeah,
we were
yeah,
hosting the whole event, and
the whole
we're
event.
drag queens, like,
Right.
we're a little I don't even think we were being that vulgar, but our assets were
No.
hanging out,
Yeah, yeah.
and,
And we're just dancing
we
around.
just kinda look like, I don't know, not normal.
Right, but then I was, like, putting my th that, like, one ply ostrich feather boa around her, and I'm
Yeah.
like, "Oh, it's so
No, once
fun."
she got on stage, she was feeling her
And she
fancy.
said, she was like, "Oh my gosh, you both look so
Yeah.
great."
Yeah, but it was a busy week.
Yeah, it was.
I worked with Adore Delano this weekend. What else did we
Mwah.
do?
We also had I mean, last week we talked about this, but we had the interview for our, um
Oh, yeah, the Slug
yeah,
Mag
for Slug
interview. That was
Mag.
really cool.
And that's gonna be coming out in tandem with our podcast. So I feel like we also launched our drag house
Our drag house.
in the past few
I feel
weeks.
like there was something else that we did. Like, I was posting about stuff that I'm like, "Oh my god, this weekend was crazy."
Yeah, it just was a busy weekend and it was cool. We love what we do. I feel like we talk about drag and how much we don't like it some on here a lot, but we love it. Like it's really
Listen,
cool.
I love drag. Drag gives us so many opportunities, and I love doing it. I love being in drag. I just think drag is complicated for the dolls
I
sometimes.
agree.
I think it's just
I
very
agree.
taxing on your mental and physical health,
Yeah.
as for anybody,
And
but
yeah.
especially as a doll.
And I think it would be worth like diving into
Yeah,
the doll drag of it all.
which we
And
will.
we will in a further episode. But
Yeah.
for this week, should we get into our
Clock of the week?
clock of the week?
Yeah, I think we should.
Low key, mine is when I was with you, when we were at the
Oh,
mall. I got the cutest little slide kitten heels.
yes, they're
So
very cute.
cute.
Yes, gorgeous.
Yes, I've been wearing them nonstop.
Yeah,
I
they're
love
very
them.
cute.
And I'm just like having my cute mall day. And we went to the food court to get some food on your
Oh,
break. And
yeah.
I can't tell you. We live in Salt Lake City, and for some reason, this mall that is gorgeous and stunning is
Yeah.
overrun by the Mormons.
Well, okay, it is literally across the street, not, like, across the block, not, like, it is directly across the street from the huge Mormon temple.
Right.
So,
Well, and the only time that when I was still Mormon, the only time that we would go to Salt Lake City would be to go see the temple and go to City Creek.
yeah,
And that was it.
no,
Like,
you're
that's
but
literally it.
yeah, no, seriously. So I have a question. Do the Mormons call that specific temple something else? Something different? Like something special?
No, it's just the
Just
Salt
the
Lake City
temple.
temple,
Okay.
yeah. It's one of the I mean, it's one of the original ones in Utah, and so
I
and a
would think
bigger
it's like
one,
the
and so
most famous around the world, right?
it is. A lot of people wanna go. The reason why it's bigger is because they have something I can't remember. They have, like, the center where you can come and take tours. They have more missionaries here. It's
Mm,
where general conference is
yeah,
held,
yeah.
like, it's all that, but the
And
temple itself is just the typical
is there only one general conference and it's in Salt Lake City, Utah?
2 a year, and it's in Salt Lake City, Utah.
Both of them.
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah,
For all the Mormons of
yeah,
all the lands.
yeah, and
Wow.
then they broadcast it.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
So, and people will, like it's like yeah,
I mean,
come from all over the
this
world.
podcast hopefully will become like a general conference for like transgender people.
Yeah. Work, I love that.
It could be.
It's true.
If you're trans, follow.
Right, right. Anyways, we were at the mall. We were at the mall, and this it's always, like, the old women, but there was, like, 2 moments. Like, within the span of 2 seconds, we get our food from Popeyes. First time at Popeyes, by the
Ooh,
way.
what did you
I
think?
fucking loved
It was
it.
so
I've
fucking
been
good.
craving it since we left. Like, the
I know.
fried
Oh,
pickles, the
it's so
chicken,
good. I
I need
might
to
get it
go get
tonight.
low key, same.
Ooh, we should get it
And
together.
yeah, I agree. So we went to and I'm bringing my food back. This older woman is sitting down, eye level, sees my crotch. I wasn't tucking that day, and I was wearing tight jeans. To TMI for the
Wait, so
viewers.
you don't tuck every day?
No, no, part of the health
Oh, right.
complications I talked
Right.
about,
Yep.
like,
Yep, 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 yep,
it
yep.
hurt a lot
Well,
to tuck, and I
yeah,
feel like I'm back to a spot where I could tuck every
every
day,
day.
but I feel like the hormones of it all, like,
Yeah.
it fucks with me to tuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, carry on.
So, um, yes.
No, I just wanna say before I get canceled, not that, like, not tucking every day is bad. It's just I do. Anyways, carry on.
Yes. Well, and also this goes into the drag of it all too, where, like, for me, like, with all of that, but I also am like to me, I'm like, "Damn, a girl needs to breathe," you know? Like, because 'cause we're doing drag, so it's like we're if we have a day where we are tucked all day long at a job, and then we have to go be in drag, and drag is not just, like, tucking, drag is
Yeah.
it is, like, yank that
What
shit
and
up and perform
you're
and
gonna
jump
do a
split on
split on
it,
it.
and,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
yeah, very you know what? If you're new to this podcast,
Trans women are very good
welcome.
at fucking dick up, let me just say that.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Oh,
In
shit.
many facets.
You know what, T?
Okay,
That's
mall. The
so we
mall.
were there, and this woman and I don't even she clearly did. She looks at my crotch, we're talking about my crotch because she looked at it. Like,
Yeah,
I need to, like, also preface, we're not like I'm not like Karen to go and just, like, talk about all this, but it was in the story.
yeah.
She looks up at me and sees a gorgeous woman. I have my, like, wavy hair,
Mhm.
similar if you're
You
watching
did
the
look so beautiful
video
that
thank
day.
you. If you're
Yeah,
watching the video, like, I had my wavy hair, like, I was feeling my fantasy.
which you look amazing, by the way,
Thank
today.
you,
Yeah, of
so do
course. Thank
you.
you.
I then she has the biggest look of disgust and turns to her husband and says, "She blah, 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 blah," didn't hear her.
She said she?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or no, I
Progressive.
maybe she did. I don't know, whatever. In my mind, I always done it
So,
myself
okay.
as such.
Okay.
And then her and her husband proceed to follow me with their eyes all the way to us sitting down.
Yeah,
I'm like, "Okay, ma'am, I'm just trying to have some Popeyes in a mall."
right.
And then, as I sit down, this old man is walking past. Literally, as soon as I sit down, this old man is walking past, makes eye contact with me, does a double take because he hears me talking and hears my voice, and turns to his wife and goes, That's a and I go, "Okay."
Did you hear what he
I
said?
didn't,
Oh, me
but
either.
I'm sure it was probably like, "That's a trans," or "That's a freak," or "That's
Yeah.
a whatever," or "That's a man." Who
Yeah.
knows? Like, I don't know, but 2 clocks in one moment,
Yeah,
and
literally.
and I
Sometimes they do come up just in a row.
in a row, and I will say, I know that was a very descriptive clock, but it is to put you in the moment, that is, like, what it is like, it is, like, looking at your crotch, it's this, it's
Yeah.
that, it's
It's very
looking at your Adam's
objectifying.
apple, it's
Yeah.
looking at listening to your voice,
Yes.
and then it's, like, pointing fingers, and,
Uh-huh.
like, I don't right, I don't really give a fuck about, like, what these old people think about me, but it's the objectification of it all that I'm
Mm-mm.
like,
Yeah.
I'm literally just at a mall trying to eat food with my best friend.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Yeah.
What was
Well,
yours?
I will say that,
Yeah.
you were wearing a fabulous belt that day, so maybe they were just looking at
My
that
Michael
lady's belt
Kors
is
belt.
amazing. Never know.
Right.
Never know.
They could. You know
Never
what?
know. Benefit of the doubt.
Yeah, love this positive attitude.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm on today.
Yeah, we switched roles.
My clock of the week was at work. It actually happened, like, yesterday, I think, or 2
Oh,
days ago,
dear.
and it's actually kind of funny. It's not, like, crazy. Well, it is crazy, but it's not, like, I didn't find it, like, rude or disrespectful, but I was just kinda like, "What the fuck?" Anyway, so, okay, so there's this guy.
Oh,
I'm,
dear.
I'm working, I'm standing there looking very beautiful, and there's this guy just, like, looking in the department. I work in a beauty department, and, he was just, like, looking at all the makeup, and he just seemed like this, like, straight guy, like, and so I
Yeah.
was like, "Okay, he must be, like, looking for something for his wife." He looked a
Yeah.
little lost, s masculine, just normal guy,
Right.
like,
Right.
I go up to him, I said, "Can I help you find anything?" And he was like, "Yeah, I'm looking for a foundation."
Work.
Exactly. And, like, I was like, "Okay." And I wasn't, like, judging. I didn't have any preconceived anything. I was just like, "Okay, yeah, like, for you or for someone else?" And he was like, "For me." And I was like, "Okay." And
Work.
that's, like, happened before.
I
Like,
love that.
sometimes, like, guys will just come in, and I've, like, helped people, like, guys will come in, like, "I'm gonna be on the news, like, I just want a little foundation, just a little."
That's cunty. I
Yeah.
love that.
But he was like, "I just want a little foundation." Sit him down, do a shade match on him.
Yeah.
We're talking, and I'm like, he was like, "I used this shade, and that was too dark. I used this shade, that was too light." So I tried a few different ones. Anyways, while I'm doing it, I'm like, you know, kind of just like gathering what is his tea because he's not telling me
Right.
why. And I'm
Right.
just kind of like, okay, like,
Yeah.
but he was very nice. He was respectful.
Okay,
He was
cute.
quiet. He
Okay.
seemed nervous. He
Okay.
seemed like he didn't want to really be like perceived by
Okay.
like other customers. Like he didn't want to
Yeah.
look like he was buying makeup.
Got it.
I
You could
caught the
catch
vibe
the
he was a
vibe.
little embarrassed,
And you've been
maybe.
in that
Of
position,
course.
so you're like, "I get it."
Of course.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to make him feel comfortable.
Oh, I'm so glad that he
But like
loved
I said,
you.
he just seemed very masculine, normal, like straight
Yeah.
guy. Like,
Okay, love.
and I'm like doing this. He starts asking me questions about bronzer and mascara. And I, before that, cause after the bronzer and mascara, I was like, all right, girl. All right, mama.
He's
Let's
like
get you on some moans,
he's like,
okay?
"Do you have the KW contour
Do
palette?"
you have the KKW? No. Um, anyways, I was like just helping him, but before when I was just helping him with the foundation, he just looks at me and he goes, "Can you tell why I'm here? Can you
Oh,
tell why I'm here?" And
oh
I
my
was like,
god.
"No. No, like I don't I can't tell why you're here." And I didn't ask
Wow.
questions,
Okay.
but he was like, "Okay." And he like seemed okay with that. He seemed okay that I didn't know why he was here.
Okay.
But and I just felt like the way he was looking at me, he also I feel like he felt very safe with me,
Yeah, of
specifically
course.
because of my transgenderism, my
Wow.
condition that I gave myself a few years ago. But I felt like and then I caught a vibe like, "Oh," but still to this day, I don't know if he's like a sissy crossdresser or if he's transgender
Oh,
because that's the vibe I caught, but I
he
just
didn't
thought it
tell
was
you?
no, I didn't get to the bottom of all that.
Whoa, I'm so curious now.
I am too,
I
and I
bet
guess
he'll come
for the
back in.
maybe.
I
For I
bet
guess
he
for the
will.
podcast, I should have asked more questions just for the plot, but I wanted to be
Giving the
respectful.
viewers what they want.
Yeah, I wanted to be respectful, but I thought that was just, like, a funny way of being kinda clocked is like,
Yeah, that is.
"Do you know why I'm here? Like, why? Because I'm
Yeah,
trans? I know why you want to
right.
wear makeup? No, sir, I don't."
Okay, well, that was the clock of the
Yeah.
week. Yeah,
Alright.
we are gonna get into the FFS of it all. Before that, we're gonna take a short break, and we will be back.
Yeah, we're gonna let our hair down, let our pussies free, and we're back.
Hi, everybody. Letting our hair down was so nice.
Yeah, I took my shoes off.
I am comfy today, so I literally
Yeah.
did nothing. Um, we talked about hormones last week, which we both I was kind of, like, laughing a little bit because I was like we talked about, like, "Oh my gosh, love hormones and this and that," and then today, the first thing we greet each other with is like, "Yeah, today was crazy. I feel awful. I feel like da da da," and then we were both like, "We're late to our hormone shot." We are, on that note, going to be getting Popeyes, and we are going to be doing our,
Oh,
hormone shot for our Patreon
right.
episode this week, and you'll be getting a lot of the unfilteredness of
Yeah.
it all.
So if you wanna see that, subscribe to the Patreon.
Yes,
That Patreon does help, and all that money goes towards our FFS
and
fund.
helping fund the dolls.
So, however much we decide to make it a month, pay that, and honestly, I was thinking about this on my way over here. Our Patreon really, every episode we filmed, it is truly better
Oh,
than the
good.
it's, like, better than the actual podcast itself, which that is a good thing. I think that's
Yeah,
what
I
we want.
agree. And it's a good thing because you can have both. We have, like, really fabulous things that we've been putting I was
Yeah.
thinking the same thing today.
Yeah, we speaking of that Mag interview, we
Yeah,
put that on there too.
yeah.
It's a cute
It
little
is, like,
so and if it's poppin'. If you're not on there, you're missing out.
truly, truly.
Alright.
Okay.
FS.
And FFS, getting on that note. So, for those who don't know, FFS is facial feminization surgery.
Yeah.
It is essentially a surgery that trans women undergo, and low key, like famous people are doing it too now, to feminize your face. No,
Yeah.
like Christina Aguilera
No, I know,
fully
like,
got
full, like
FFS.
yeah, no.
Lindsay Lohan, Heather
Heather Gay.
Gay, mwah, mwah. Look at how we crumbled that up.
Basically,
Everybody is getting the doll surgery.
it's, like, a ton of different, like, surgeries, cosmetic surgeries to the face that just all at the same time.
Feminize.
All at the same time.
And it is an invasive surgery. Like,
Yeah.
it is we're fundraising for a reason. It is expensive. Most
Very.
insurances don't cover it, especially
Yeah.
under our current administration.
Mhm.
It is a lot, and the recovery process is a lot. Like, we'll go into all of it, but
Yeah.
the surgery includes feminizing the face. So that can include a few things. I think let's talk about what we want later on in it
Yeah.
and like what that entails.
Because a lot of people, especially when we started, like, Facial Femmes, which is why we started Facial Femmes, was because we wanted to get FFS, which we'll also
Yes.
get into. We kinda already got into that mostly, which you can listen to in previous episodes. I think the 1st and 2nd, we touched
We
on that
talk
a
on like
lot.
why we started facial femmes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But a lot of people, like, in the comments are always like, "You have such feminine faces, you do
You
not need
don't
this
need
surgery,
surgery.
like, you don't
Yeah.
need this," like but we live in our faces every day, we see our faces every day, and, you know, I like my face. I'm not
Me too.
me
I know
saying
I
that
have a beautiful face.
right, and me saying that I want, like, FFS, like, to make my face more feminine in the areas that I think it needs to be I want it to be more feminine in, like, that's okay.
Yes, and that is like the long of the short of it is this. I think people look at facial feminization surgery as a cosmetic surgery. It is gender affirming care. Like it is, we're not doing this like, oh, I want to get my nose done to get my nose done. And no shade to anybody who does like work. I love that. It is like see my nose, or like this is just an example, and I think I look like a man and I need it to be
Yeah.
sawed down, essentially. That's a crazy way to put it,
No,
but
but
it's
it's
not
real.
cosmetic.
It's real though.
It is very like the real of it all. The realness, as RuPaul
No,
would
but
say.
I like my face, I really do, but then it's like, I'll turn to the side. or
Right.
I'll see, you know, also, I think, dysphoria, we were talking about this a little while ago. Sometimes, and I am dysphoric about certain features, like my side profile, that's a man, Maury.
Oh,
But
shit.
and I hate it. And part of doing this
But that's
podcast,
real.
watching this podcast back when I'm looking like
Oh my
this, it's
gosh.
hard for
I
me.
know, me too. That's why
Like,
I'm like, I try to face to the front.
and you know what? Other people might not see it, but we do. And that's the problem. And that's why we're doing
And
it.
we live in our faces every day.
Right, and we're not doing it for anybody else, we're doing it for us.
Fully.
So, even if you do have something to say, even if you don't think we should get it, we're still growing too, subscribe to the Patreon, huh?
Right. Well, also too, we want different things.
Yeah.
And I think in general, when we started Facial Femmes, we were very like, let's combine forces because we both want this surgery
Mhm.
and fundraise and do something to help us get to where we want to go together.
Well,
Because that's also the best friend of it
and we
all.
were also just kinda like, how crazy, funny, kooky cool would that be if 2 best friend trans women.
Women from Utah who are also drag queens.
She always loves to add the
Because,
sprinkles.
girl, if you're going to say it, why not? Crazy, kooky, whatever you just said. Continue.
Get FFS together at the same time by the same doctor, leave, they heal together, they're in bandages together. We wanna do
Everything
everything
together.
together.
And that's why I say every single thing, because when in the history
Does that
has that
happen?
happened? It
It hasn't.
hasn't. Mama, we're making history. That's what
Yeah,
that's we sat down with the president,
of
the
Disney's
channel,
channel.
our surgeon, and said, "Oh, shit."
Maybe bleep it.
Yeah,
We'll
we'll bleep
bleep
that.
it
Only because
because we don't know if we can
we don't
afford
have
it.
anything scheduled yet either. So, we have goals and dreams. We both wanted to go to the same doctor.
Always have.
Always have. Like, we've just always been on the same page. So, it does make sense for us to, like, get this together.
Yeah, but also we are gonna bleep the name, but it's really not hard to guess who we wanna go to. He does the best work.
The best. And we are gonna go to the best of the best because we know our
Sorry,
faces.
they do the best work. Um
That's our non-binary diva.
Yeah, yeah.
So all that to say, we were like, "Let's do this together,"
Yeah.
and we started, and here we are, and I think this step, honestly, truly, I know we talk about it, but, like, this step of podcasting is really big for us because it ensures that, like, we have a way to get there. Like, I feel like when
Yeah.
we took this step and we're like, "Let's do a Patreon, let's do that, and let's make facial femmes," it was like, this could happen.
Well, we've heard a lot of, like, stories, especially from trans women too, who start Patreons and they've been able to afford their surgeries just from their
Yeah,
Patreon, you know?
yeah.
Because Patreon, sure, a cut of it goes to the company, but most of your money does go straight to, like, us, and it's not being used in any other way, but it will be used for sure on our FFS, like,
Yeah, it's a way and we both work day jobs, like
yeah.
and as you hear us talk about a lot on this podcast, and I feel like just as is, we're literally and most trans women, I feel like we're out here trying to just literally do our best and live and keep
Yeah.
up on it all. And so on top of that, to feel like you're not at home in your body and you are so dysphoric and then you have so much to catch up with the finances,
Mhm.
it feels discouraging and it feels
Yeah.
daunting, and I feel
Yeah.
like this step that we're doing and combining the forces, it makes, like, me feel like, "Oh, there might be a way to get this because
Yeah.
before it felt a little unattainable,
Yeah.
and we talked about a lot last episode, hormones and how much that changes the face and the body distribution and all of that, but it only gets to a certain point. Like,
Mhm.
for me, I mentioned last episode, I went through the full male puberty, and I feel like we only got to a certain point from hormones, and so now
Yeah.
surgery is the next option.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
FFS, like, I feel like also, and this is what I was gonna bring up earlier, is that sure, I'm dysphoric about features, my side profile, certain things, like certain features, but also we talked about this. I feel like dysphoria also sometimes hits, and it's like, oh, I
I'm
don't
not even
see like
looking at
a
myself.
man. I
Yeah.
see the person I used to be.
Ooh,
Like I
that's
see.
poetic.
But it's true,
It
like, sometimes
is.
I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, I like, right now, in this moment when I'm looking in the mirror not right now, I'm not looking in a mirror, but, I'm
Mhm.
acting. Ah!
Mhm.
Ah!
She's an actress,
I'm
honey.
acting. No, but like I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, that I look like who I used to be. Like
Yeah,
that
yeah.
is really hard. Like even if I like don't maybe all of my features aren't super masculine. I know I have a feminine face. But when I look in the mirror and see that, it makes me want to just completely transform
Mm,
my entire face to be
interesting.
kind of a different version of myself. And I
Interesting.
think that's okay. That is like gender affirming care.
That's so
That's what
interesting.
people do, like,
Wow.
that's what trans people do, like,
I feel like for me,
the transformation.
I feel like I look at myself when I'm in those moments and I feel like I just don't see myself. Like to me,
Yeah,
I feel like,
same.
and you had said this at one point, like I feel like I'm like looking at dysphoria straight in the face, you
Yeah.
know? Like I feel like I look at myself and I'm like, this just doesn't feel like me. Like I feel
Almost like
very
dysphoria is a person,
right.
is
Like
a
I feel
person.
disconnected from my body and
Yeah,
dysphoria is like taken over and
it's kind of
it
what
like
I
jades my eyes almost, and
mhm,
I think, like, for me, it doesn't maybe necessarily manifest as, like, my previous self, although sometimes maybe. I think it manifests as, like, I just like, I don't it feels out of body for me almost. I don't
yeah,
know. So,
yeah,
yeah, it's a very uncomfortable feeling, and I think it's misperceived by a lot of people. Like, I remember when we started this account, Um, I hadn't told my family
yeah,
about facial feminization surgery, like, they didn't even know, like, to them, they didn't even know what hormones were, and
yeah,
then that was a point of conversation where it was like, "So we're just seeing this all over the internet, you're doing this surgery, like, getting your face done, like, what does that even mean?" Like,
mhm,
and I feel like it was hard for me because I was like, I just am, like, trying to, like, survive, and I think to their, grace or whatever, like, I
to
feel
give them
like
grace.
to give them grace, yeah, I feel like they don't know what it is. A lot of people don't know what
Yeah,
facial feminization surgery is
yeah,
and think like, "Oh, are you just gonna get plastic surgery? Are you gonna be a celebrity that's, like, botched your face? Like,
right.
what does that even entail?" And so I
Didn't
think
they
this
bring up, like, a specific celebrity who did get botched?
yeah, yeah, and I feel like I tried to show examples of, like, this is who this person was, and, like, I feel like when people see it and they see like, "Oh, this was this person and this was the transformation," you still look like yourself.
Totally.
You are like, I think they think, like, you're gonna get a new face, whatever, like,
Yeah,
with facial feminization surgery, especially if you do it right, you look like yourself, just a more feminized version of
yeah.
yourself.
That's very true. I think representation matters in such a huge way. My
Right.
mom, I'm lucky enough to have a pretty supportive family, and my mom, she's obsessed with me. She follows like
Yeah.
our social media and stuff and she sees everything and I'm lucky that she understands what it is because of representation. Like
Yeah.
she knew what FFS was before I even told her I wanted it because of
Really?
Dylan Mulvaney.
Oh,
When
yes,
Dylan
and that
Mulvaney
was a
got it.
big one,
Yeah,
yeah.
huge, like, I remember my mom, like, when I came out as trans, she was watching, like I
The Days of
yeah,
Girlhood,
she was, and
and
I
that was
feel
a
like it
big
really
one.
helped her
It does.
understand, like, a lot about being trans, and to the point where, like, when she found out I wanted to do get FFS, like, she understood what it was, why I wanted it,
Yeah.
because of basic representation,
It
like Dylan
is. It's
Mulvaney, like, she
big.
saw that, and she also saw, like, how beautiful she was after and
Yeah.
how life-changing gender affirming care is. I actually just told her that I wanted to do my voice, and
Oh.
she was so receptive to it, she was just so supportive, it wasn't
Oh, I love
a
that.
thing at all, it was just yeah,
Aw.
I know.
And now I'm like, "Aw, Oakland, I love that." That's
Oh,
how I
yes.
feel, like,
Did I
I'm
say
like
Jenna at the top of the episode?
I don't know. We didn't introduce each other.
Anyways, bless you, my
Thank you.
goodness. What was I gonna say? There was one more thing I was gonna say.
Representation with your mom. Oh, voice surgery?
I forgot. I'll come back
Um
to it.
Well, and I think on that note, like, bless Dylan Mulvaney for being so public with it, because
Yeah,
she was very public to straight people, to cis people, to people who did not know anything about what
yeah,
transness was, and I think that's I mean, and that comes with such hate and backlash and everything, and we have felt that in the small scale that, like, we have been doing this account together.
Yeah, and very public about what we want. It's a scary
It is
thing.
so hard, and opening your face and your public appearance up to the public like that, like, already has been really hard for
Yeah.
us, because
Well, I don't know what it is. Apparently, if you talk about wanting to change your face, everyone gets to comment on that.
right, exactly, and I think it's interesting because and we could go into a whole episode on this.
Yeah, which maybe we should.
Yeah, like, straight people care when it comes like, it's almost like affirming, like, low key where they're like, "Oh, you're gonna get your face done? Well, you should get this and this and this done." I'm like, "Oh, so you" like, it's like
Oh
validating,
my
like,
god,
your
can I tell you
woman-ness
something
of
that
it all.
happened the other day?
Please.
I was talking to this person and she's a cisgender woman and just a passive aggressive person.
Work, I can't wait to see how this turns out.
I was talking to her about getting FFS and she was like, "You know, like you have a very feminine face. Like I would have never known if like you didn't have that Adam's apple."
Oh, that's not
And I'm like, "What gives you the courage to say
right.
that to
The
me?" And
audacity.
not like we get that all the time.
I'm not even kidding, it's all the time.
If it's not the Adam's apple, it's the
It
brow bone.
is.
If it's not the brow bone, it's the
Right.
chin. If it's
And
not the
that's
chin,
the
like it's
thing.
always something.
It is the thing, like, people are like, "You're so beautiful, you don't need it," and this and that. To me, I'm like,
They're always like, "Well, I could see
right,
maybe
right. Well, I
like
could see and as soon as they start to say that, I said, "Close
wrap
for
it up.
comments."
Wrap it up."
No comments were
No.
opened. I
This
didn't want your
this is a
feedback.
time for me to talk and for you to shut the fuck up. Like dead ass.
Truly, it is so crazy how many people have opened up and been like, "Well, you should do this."
Mm.
And it is like, I feel like we get the wildest comments. Like, if you go to our TikTok and look at the comment sections, if you want a good laugh and maybe to empathize with us, because it's crazy. But on that note, I think we should segue into like what we want, um,
Yeah.
and what we want done and everything.
Mm.
I think,
Go
yes.
on.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I think this would be a fabulous time to take a break
Okay,
as
yeah.
well, because I drink all of this Bloom,
You
which
gotta take a piss.
no, I feel like my heart is beating out of my chest and I need to eat some like something.
Okay.
And I forgot to charge our camera. So it's gonna die soon.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna
So
take a
we're gonna
break.
take a little break. We're new podcasters.
Yes, and
Um
also, should we address the audio?
we should address the audio because we just discovered this. We know the audio is kind of crazy. We're learning. If anybody like knows tips and tricks, I think hopefully we'll have it sorted
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's just when we, like, scream, which we do a lot,
or laugh or
or
when I have my like seal laugh
yeah, that's a good
as people
description.
people it's not my
Okay,
description.
they say that.
Yeah.
Who?
What do you know? Like it just like cuts out.
Okay.
Hello everybody. We are back and
Better than ever.
better than ever. I feel like I'm on Adderall with this Bloom, is what I was saying.
Yeah,
And
it's
she just
good.
chugged it, so she's about to feel the fantasy too.
Yeah. So this Patreon exclusive, honey, is gonna be really good. We're gonna do our estrogen shot together, and we're gonna get Popeyes. You don't wanna miss it.
You
Subscribe to
really
the
don't. I'm
Patreon.
so excited.
Link in bio. Link in bio.
Okay, so let's talk about what we want to get done with our FFS. Do you wanna go first?
Sure. Well, I feel like it changes all the time. Not all the time, and not, like, drastically. But I do feel like there are things sometimes I'm like, "Hmm, maybe I don't wanna do that. Maybe I do wanna do that." Oh, and then sometimes added things.
Yeah.
Sometimes okay, so, uh, if I could just have a snap and everything is perfect and done, amazing. So here's what I would do.
Wow, let's hear it.
I want my obviously, my, Adam's
Trachea?
apple, trachea,
Mhm.
gone. I feel like it makes me look a boy.
And that's what they would call, like, a trachea shave in the
Yes.
surgery.
Yes,
Because
yes.
this is, like these are all things that I'm gonna be the, like I wanna point out, like, the anatomical, like,
Okay.
whatever. Because I think it's interesting for people to know that it's not like they're gonna do this. They shave off your trachea down to a point where
Yeah,
you can shave it.
yeah. So I want that. I also want my nose done,
Mhm.
and that's when everyone freaks out when I say that I want my nose done. Everyone's like, "What?" I don't know. But I can't stand it from the side. I hate my nose from the side. It's huge. Anyways, um,
Girl, also, I feel like there is a that, like, if you are getting surgery, like, if we're gonna get surgery, we're gonna get surgery. We're gonna get it
right,
done. Like,
right.
we're not gonna do, like, I don't know, yes.
I have the urge. I'm sorry. Sometimes I have the urge to be transgender final boss.
Right, I'm like I'm like, yes, it's all gender affirming care, maybe with a sprinkle of cosmetic in there.
Well, of course,
You
but
know,
like
because we're not just trans, we're also, like, performers and, like
we're cunt. We're not just
right,
trans, we're cunt.
right.
No. Anyways, I want my nose done. I want my brow bone shaved down
Uh-huh.
just a bit
Yeah.
because I feel like the way my truest insecurity is my side profile. Because when I turn to the side, I'm gonna do it right now. It's bump,
She's getting real.
bump on the forehead, bump on the nose,
Mm.
bump on the neck, mama. Like I hate
That's
that shit.
poetic.
And so I'm
You're
like,
very poetic
I
this
am sick of
episode.
these bumps. Get these bumps away from me. Um,
Oh, shit.
and I know this is also cosmetic, but I do feel like it would feminize my face fiercely. I just want a little bit of a lift. Just a little bit.
Yeah,
Just like a
yeah.
little lift.
Which they do.
They do.
They
Oh,
do.
and I do also want my hairline. I'm not gonna
Uh-huh.
show it. I'm not gonna show it. But I've heard that it's actually better to get your hairline done
After the
after
fact.
or before
Uh-huh.
because not I don't know if this surgeon is like I don't know. You'd rather go to like someone who specializes specifically in hairline transplants.
Yes. Well, also, let me just say this. I'm gonna get kind of graphic with what they do. They essentially cut a whole ass line from like one side of your face to the other with like by your forehead scalp,
Yeah.
like into your scalp hairline. Like they have to shave a little bit of your hair and peel the skin down and shave, chisel, add whatever, and then they sew it back up. So you have a pretty large like suture and scar across your forehead. Hence why they say getting a hairline advancement is sometimes better to do after the fact when your scar has healed a little bit more.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think difference, it just depends.
Oh, and I want a lip lift. When they do my nose, lift my lip.
Lip lift a little bit, yeah.
Also,
And that's
this
the
is
one.
also another cosmetic one,
Mhm.
but I'm like, what is it when they just like take like I don't want the I don't want to I just want them to cut my whole entire like
Well, no, that's the thing during it. So that's I mean, I'll
I
talk
want
about it
that.
for my part. They can do like neck
I
shaping
want that.
and jaw shaping and
Because I feel like
everything.
my jaw is so ooh, sorry. I feel like my jaw is so I don't love it. I don't love it. But I
Mm,
feel like if it was more defined,
mm.
I don't know. I'm gonna start sleeping in a mouth guard at night. And
Wow, I've heard that.
I'm not
No,
even kidding.
I've heard that and like dry brushing or like
Yeah,
tea.
I'm gonna start.
Love that.
Anyways, that's my tea.
Love that. I think that's fierce.
Yeah,
I think I'm on a similar page, although I do think for me, I want to be like Snatcherella Dupree.
of
Like I
course.
feel like I went through the full puberty. Like, mama, I'm gonna get it all.
Yeah.
And I've gone back and forth on this too of like how much do I want to do versus how much do I don't. When I see my side profile, truly, I am so dysphoric. And I will say I'm the most dysphoric about my face out of anything else in my body. Like my face truly is where I like look at dysphoria in the eyes. And I think that is because, and maybe it's seeing my old self a little bit.
Well, you're also forced to look at it every day.
Right, like, I feel like I saw myself living as, like, an adult man because I went through that
Mhm.
point in my
Mhm.
life, and so for me, I want to do a forehead shave, like, a shaving down the forehead
Like
and
your
a
brow bone?
brow bone, but you can do both, like, you can do just the brow bone and forehead, so I'm gonna do both, like, forehead and brow bone.
Hmm.
It's called
I'm
there's a name for it, it's called something, I can't remember.
I'm also excited to go to a consultation and
And, like,
like
understand,
really
right?
like understand, but also like see what each thing really does because
Uh-huh.
things might like if he's like if I go to the doctor and he's like Like, I kinda want the doctor to be, like, shady a little bit. I want him to be like, "Well, you might wanna do this too."
No,
Like, I genuinely want that.
there's, like, that meme of, like, your doctor should look like a chaser.
Yeah, which
Like, it should look like somebody who is, like chaser is, like, into, like, trans women only
do
and,
you think the
like,
doctor
fetishizes them a little bit.
do you think the doctor that we wanna go to is hot?
I think we should not make a comment on that in case he listens to this one day.
He won't, and if he does, you're hot, baby. Okay. At least I think so.
Um,
Girl, what if he anyways,
um, so, yeah, I think same. All of this, by the way, take
they
with a grain of salt. Take with a grain of salt because I feel like, haven't gone to, like, a consultation. We don't know. Like, this is based off
but we
of
do know
yes, we've done a lot
because
of reading.
yes.
We have, like, friends who have gotten facial feminization surgery. Like, we have gotten things done
Mhm.
in the research department. So I wanna do brow bone, forehead, shave. I also want to do a little, like, brow lift
Yeah, brow lift is the
is the term that
yeah.
they do in FFS, and then I want which that is, like, what kinda gives you a little bit of the, like,
Mhm.
foxy eyes
Yeah.
almost, and I'm very excited for that.
Which I already have,
You do,
and
I
I'm
don't.
really scared of people like, I'm really scared of getting FFS and people are gonna be like, "You're Asian fishing." Because
Girl,
people already think I'm Asian. I'm not.
no,
What
don't
that I know
even.
of. No,
But
but I'm
it's
serious.
true because our friend who got it, like, I feel like people will be like, "Oh my gosh," you know?
A lot of people no, like, I feel like I already see the writing on the wall, like, I'm gonna get it, and they're gonna be like, "She's Asian fishing." You
That
know,
just
before I
comes
started
with
my
the
transition
procedure, though.
I know, but when I first started my transition, I made, like, a TikTok of just my face, it was just my face, and someone said, "I look like Ollie London."
I don't know who that is.
I'll show you after the pod,
Oh, dear.
and I'll upload a photo.
But we'll do this in our Patreon
Basically,
episode.
like, from my knowledge, I'm pretty sure it's a white person who transitioned into an Asian person. Transracial tea.
Oh,
Yeah, girl.
no.
So I'm already getting that.
Oh, no.
Pre-transition.
You know what?
Imagine.
And people are gonna say what they're gonna say.
No,
People
I
think I'm
know.
like Jeffree Star, you know?
Well,
Like
and Ollie London is not a nice compliment. Granted, I
yeah,
haven't gotten that since that
I think
time.
you're good.
No, I'm good. But I already know some of these bitches are gonna be like, "You're Asian fishing."
Oh, girl. No, I think that is a fun part about it, though. Like,
Asian fishing?
n no, that's a fun part of, like, getting a brow lift or getting some things done. It does, like, change some of the features of your face to, like, feminize them, right? And that's what it all comes back to.
Asian
I
people have some of the most feminine faces in the
1000%.
world. Like,
Like, mama, that is a
girl.
cunty doll.
Fresh
That
tilapia.
is fresh tilapia. That is, like, Passiona
It
Dupree.
is.
It is. Um, I did go back and forth on this for a minute, but I 1000% am sure I will be getting my nose done as well too.
Really?
I
This is
will.
news to me.
And I wanna bring it to the audience because of this. When literally our last topic that we were just talking about with the eyes, I feel like when making all of these changes, my nose, I think, looks pretty good and proportionate. I don't love it from the side, but when we make these changes, I want it to look proportional to my face.
Right,
I
and
want it to fit into the other work that
that's
I
a good
get
point.
done, you
That's a
know?
good point.
And I think
Because
I looked at a lot of people with that who were
yeah,
getting like some things done, but they didn't get their nose done, and it's not for me.
yeah, I see that because it's true. I mean, you're shaving down
Yeah.
keep going. But you're shaving
Yeah,
down
you're
a
shaving
lot
down
of
a
your
lot.
face. And
Totally.
so, like, if you don't shave down your nose, it will look
Right.
bigger.
Right. One thing that I am curious about, because one thing that you can do with FFS is you can get like cheek implants.
Mm,
I think rather than getting implants, I would get fat transfer,
okay.
like cheek fat
Where do
transfer.
they transfer the fat from?
Great question. And
Okay.
where would they on my body? Because I'm just Miss Skinny Mini Dupree. Just
The
kidding.
inside of your thighs.
Mm.
I'm not saying you, I think that's just what they do.
I think they'd find it from any fatty part of your body.
Oh, really?
But, who knows? Who knows? I don't know. This is why we have doctors who specialize in this.
Right.
I am curious. I have heard people who are like, "Don't get a cheek, like, fat transfer, it does nothing." I do think I have very prominent cheekbones to
You
begin
do,
with,
you
so
do.
that's just one that I'm like, I'm curious what their thought would be. I think I won't do anything.
Although we have a doll friend who got cheek implants. Mama,
Mama,
too good, too good.
too
That
good.
face is immaculate.
It is, like, every single angle, every
Girl,
single lighting, like
I can look at her for hours just
I'm not even kidding, me too.
because she's so beautiful, like, anything she does is just perfect.
Truly, and
Like
I think we'll get her on, as a
oh,
guest
yeah, for
here
sure.
on the podcast, so you will see for
Yeah,
yourself.
baby trust.
Anyways, shout out our gorgeous sister, we love you.
Yes.
Um, so I also wanna get a lip lift, and this is where I'm like, I'm gonna go in and be like, get out the saw, get out whatever you need to, and I want a chiseled ass jaw. Like, and so they can do 2 things with this. I'm gonna get like a jaw shave, which is like up closer to like your ears, and then you can do it by the chin, and they can even do a chin implant.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna do that because I that is where you do get like implants, you get complications, and I've seen a lot of dolls who have talked about it. But I do the pointy chin of it all, like, I wanna be given Snatcherella Dupree.
and honestly, like, I think you will. I think
I
that's, like
hope, I don't
no,
know,
girl, baby
it's
trust.
honestly the thing I'm most dysphoric about, like, I hate even sharing this online
Yeah, and
because 'cause
it's
I'm like, I
vulnerable.
know people are gonna be looking at our
Yeah,
faces and like, "Oh, yeah," but I'm like, I
but
mean,
it's really not gonna be like this forever, and we're gonna
no.
look back in this moment and be like, "Look how we ate that."
Yeah, and, like, the version of ourselves that we are now is carrying us to the next version.
Yeah.
And then I will be doing a trachea shave,
Mm.
and I do think I may wanna do some sort of, like, neck shaping as well too. Like, I've been
Damn, bitch, we're spending money.
like, I wanna go in. I mean, yeah, but, like, if we're gonna do it, let's do it because this is the other half of it. When you do FFS and as we've mentioned, I think we mentioned this, this is, like, all relative to, like, our knowledge. We don't like, we'll
Right,
know
we're
all of
not
this
doctors,
based off of, like, what we've seen, who we've talked to. We're not doctors.
which we have done a lot of research, like,
For
it's
sure.
something we've wanted
I
forever.
spend nights scout and I think that's a misconception too. Like, I think, especially with my family and everything, like, I feel like they hear it for the first time or they see me talking about it
Right,
online and they're like,
but what they don't know is we think about it every day.
every single day, and I've done so much research and, like, I'm on Reddit threads
Yeah,
like no one's business,
she is.
reading everybody's experiences,
Yeah.
good, bad, like
Baby, I will ask about I'll, like, be talking about a topic and she'll already know the answer because she's on Reddit.
right, and
Reddit is girls,
Reddit is
the
the place
trans
for the
girls, Reddit
dolls.
is the tea for
Like,
anything,
it
really.
is, like, last episode talking about my health complications, the only reason I figured out a lot of it and what to do was because of
Reddit.
the Reddit dolls.
Yeah.
So shout out to our Reddit dolls. Thank you for doing it all.
Yes, Reddit dolls.
Um, anyways, I wanna get it all, but so the healing time of this all, like, when you get this surgery done, you are a balloon, as you can imagine. Like, you are bruised to the high heavens, but a lot of the girls that talk about it, like, you don't really recognize yourself, and you like, after because you're so bruised, not because of and the swelling takes, like, 3 months to go down.
Yeah,
And
you're
it's crazy, like, you get this surgery, and, like, for 3 months, you kind of have to, like, hide away, and, like, nobody, like, really knows.
but here's the thing, we don't plan to hide away, which is
I mean
probably gonna cause more trauma for
mhm,
us,
mhm.
and to an extent, right? Like, we're not gonna be like
We won't share all the, like, the
the
heavy,
yeah, but
vulnerable
I feel like we will. I mean, that was kind of like we wanna share the whole journey. We wanna really
right.
like that's what this is all
I know,
about.
it scares me.
It scares me too.
But it
And
is.
we also like maybe after we get it, we'll change our minds. Maybe we won't wanna be seen.
But I will say this, the only way that I even, like, knew any of this was an option was because of, like, the early stage YouTubers who
Yeah, who did
documented their
share. Who
transitions.
did share it.
You know, like, I feel
Yeah,
like Gigi Gorgeous is a
yeah,
huge one. Julie Vu,
and
I watched all of her
yeah,
videos
and I have a question about that. Who was the first, like, trans person you saw get FFS?
in real time.
Like, yeah, when did you discover it? Who was the first person that you were like, "Oh my god, what's this?"
Ooh, that's a good question. You go first, because I don't know if I can think. off the
Oh my
top of my
god.
head.
I don't know. I really feel like it was, like, when I heard the term facial
I
feminization,
know.
it was Gigi Goode.
Mine was Bosco.
Okay.
Because I remember I was on a work retreat and Bosco had like Drag Race did that collaboration thing and she released her episodes
Yeah,
of her getting her
which was
FFS.
fierce.
So fierce. That changed the game for me. I didn't know. Like I was at this work trip like feeling so discouraged and like this and that and I saw like her go through this transformation. It scared me. It freaked me out cuz I was like, wow, that's a lot of work and like
Yeah.
pain to go through. But I remember seeing her on the flip side and just like and since then, I mean, I've been a Bosco fan from that moment through and through,
Mm,
and I feel like especially seeing her document it at such a vulnerable place, like, it made me really and it made me wanna do the same, like, I feel like especially in Utah, like, not we don't have a lot of other people that we know.
yeah. And you 2, like, really connected when she came to Salt Lake
We
City.
did, yeah.
Did you I know you told me you, like, kinda talked about FFS.
I did, yeah,
Did do you wanna share any of that?
I honestly and this is not just to, like, say it to, like, drop the name or wherever.
I asked the question.
She is, like, really such a fabulous supporter and doll, like,
Yeah, she was so
she was
sweet.
so sweet to all of us backstage and amazing.
We had it was Halloween night.
It was
She
Halloween,
came
yes.
it was what was the show called?
It was the
Haunted
Haunted
Doll
Doll
House.
House.
So it was a cast of all doll drag queens
Yes, and I had the
and
honor to
Bosco.
host it,
Yes,
which was so
and you
fabulous.
ate that up. You
Thank
looked
you,
perfect.
thank you. I loved it. And so we were talking a lot backstage, and I was telling
'Cause you
her
shared a dressing room with her.
I did, yeah, and I was talking to her and her, now fiancé about, me and my best friend are getting FFS and everything, and so she was just telling me, like, all the ins and outs and asking who I wanted to go to and this and that and how it changed her life, and she was very supportive and very open to just being there and being a good sounding advice, sharing everything, and just so, like, excited.
No, I was gonna ask, did she go to the same doctor that we wanna go to? But she didn't, I don't
No,
believe,
she I
but
don't think
sh
she did.
her work looks amazing.
Fabulous, she looked
Yeah,
so
she looks
good,
perfect.
and that was a really cool thing for her to do to showcase, and I think that inspired me, especially. Yeah, I
Yeah.
loved that. Yours was Gigi Good?
Yeah, the first, like, time I ever, like, discovered what facial feminization was Gigi Goode when she made her,
Love.
like, video of her, like, wrapped up, and
Yeah,
she was like, "This is my life update." She didn't tell anybody,
yeah.
and then the first time she ever posted about it was her whole face was bandaged up,
Wow,
which
that's
I think is
crazy.
so, like, fierce, like, as a
I do
trans
too.
person, like, that's so inspirational, like, I live, and then like, Bosco and Dylan Mulvaney, and I
Dylan
think and
Mulvaney
then,
was a big one.
honestly, now it's just, like, a very known like,
Yeah,
it's a very, like, known thing in the trans community, like, it's surgery.
yeah.
Which the newest one, honey, rib sculpting,
Rib
that's just
sculpting.
now everyone's getting that.
Everyone, all the dolls are getting their rib sculpting
Oh,
done.
honey.
Literally, the way that they're, like, going in for rib sculpting, and I mean, it is working
Oh,
because
baby.
these doctors are, like, choosing the influencers,
Yeah.
and they're like, "You,
What
you."
when is that gonna be us?
Right.
When is that
I
gonna be
don't
us?
know, that one I don't know about. Also, we should check on our Popeyes order. Make sure make sure it's getting here on time.
My god, my dad just texted me.
So oh,
He said, "Hi,
oh,
beautiful."
aw,
Isn't that
morning.
nice?
That's so
A
nice.
supportive family.
Yeah, that's so nice,
Like, I really am so grateful.
yeah, I
Anyways.
think that's awesome. I no, 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 that sounds sarcastic, but I no, I really
No,
love it. It makes me so happy to
no.
see.
Team.
Um, anyways, so you have 3 months where you're out of commission, bandaged up, and you are like a balloon. And then it takes, like, really fully up to a year for your face to, like, settle
Yeah.
fully. Like, I feel like that was one thing even with Dylan where, like, she got the surgery, and then, like, a year later, it was like, "Oh, wow," like,
I feel like even over, like, not even months, just, like, even over, like, years, like, your
for
face really
sure,
settles, like,
because it's a traumatic surgery. It's an
yeah.
invasive surgery.
But even when, like even, like, 3 months post-op, I still thought, like, you could immediately tell the difference.
Oh, yeah.
So beautiful, like,
Yeah, for sure.
with most girls.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
I don't know, I'm super, super excited for
You
this.
know, and I'm so excited. I wanna say this too. I can't, like even just the thought of, like, what getting the surgery would do for me is, like, immaculate and
Yeah.
life-changing. But then I think about like, I think I've always envisioned since, like, Bosco and all of these trans women, like, wow, how is that gonna feel, like, when I see my face and when come into it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna, like, experience that with you." It makes me, like, literally
Yes.
cry because 'cause I'm like,
Mhm.
think about, like, us seeing our faces and, like,
Mhm.
we've been through, like, the highs and the lows together,
Yeah.
and I feel like it's gonna be so special to go through, like, such a special, big transformation together,
Yeah.
and it's gonna be fabulous.
I mean,
Like,
that's why we're doing it together.
I know, it's like it's gonna be so fierce, and
It is.
we're gonna have we're gonna have the best face reveal ever.
Oh, baby.
Like, it is gonna be we're gonna mama, with the drag of it all, like, we are gonna do something fierce
Look at
production,
that.
like, I feel like we'll share a lot of like, details and the, like, highs and lows, but we're gonna time it out in a way where y'all will be getting production.
Y'all are gonna get the content, so you support us, we support you, honey.
Exactly, we'll be given it. We'll be
Yeah.
given what we
Well,
need.
and that's another thing is, like, if, if we do raise all this money from, like, Patreon or TikTok or social media or whatever, because of people who care about us and because of
Yeah.
people who wanna support us and see us thrive, like, we owe that,
To you,
to them. Like,
yeah, to
that's,
the
like if
viewers, the
that were to
supporters.
happen and we were to get our FFS based off of that, like, that's such a special thing within itself.
It is. Yeah, and I feel like I have, like, hesitation because it's just scary to put that on the internet. But I do remember watching Julie Vu, her YouTube channel, front to back. She, like, documented her breast augmentation, her bottom surgery, like,
Wow.
her whole transition.
Mhm.
That, like, I'm not even kidding, like, was so pivotal in my transition. That to me, I looked at her and her transition and I said, "I could do that one day." Like,
Yeah.
it would be hard, but I could do that and there is a way for me to do it. It will be really hard, and I think that was also important for me to, like, want to share. I started vlogging my whole journey because I just was like, I want, like, younger kids like me and people to look at me and know that there's a way to achieve what they
Yeah.
want, and hopefully to, like, have access to gender affirming care when they need it, you know? Like, I think it breaks my heart to see all of these, like, we talk about how hard it is with, like, all the anti-trans laws. Do you know who's getting targeted the most are trans youth,
Yeah.
and that is so, like, sad to me of, like, if you have a parent who supports and is willing to, like, let you be on puberty blockers and everything, like, to have
Well, that's special within itself, but now the government's, like, not even letting people
right,
have
well,
that.
yeah, exactly, that's
Like,
my
even if you
point.
do have a supportive parent, like,
Yeah,
it's too bad because the government doesn't support you.
I have a friend and he has 2 trans daughters, and he's like, "We're trying to get all these things," so they have to, like, go to Colorado and get these things and whatever, and, like, trying just to get, like, their hormones, and I'm
Right.
like, it's just so hard, the hoops to jump through. In our ideal world, we wouldn't have had to have gotten this surgery. Like,
Yeah.
we're not like, "Oh my gosh, yay, so happy that we have to, like, fundraise and, like, do all these things to get to where we wanna be."
Yeah, well,
But it's the reality that we are in.
and we don't wanna fundraise, obviously, I mean, we're grateful that people have for all the money that has already been donated,
Totally.
we're so, so grateful, but we don't wanna it's kind of like, we don't wanna do it,
We didn't choose to just be who would choose to be in this
if gender
position?
affirming care was just, accessible or the system really is not set up for trans youth or just trans people in general, and, we are trying to get money for what we need in the only way we know how, which is social media.
Yeah, 'cause it's what we do.
Which is so, like like, iPad baby of me, but it's so
It's, like,
true.
so, like, influencer millennial of me.
Yeah.
We, like that is so us.
That is so us. I
Like,
am the iPad
iPad and
baby
I
to
am
your
such, like, a
millennial.
millennial
Yeah.
influencer, like, I was on, like, Blogspot, like, making my, like, blog as a kid, like, I
Mhm.
just always was that. But, yeah, we are doing it in the way, and I think it's motivates us to bring more awareness to it
Yeah.
and to talk more on it because it's important.
Very important.
And none of us that's, like, I think one thing that especially, like, I was having a conversation with my dad about this actually, and he was like, "Yeah, I was really thinking about it," and, like, I mean, why would you choose to be in this position? Like, trans people are so hated,
Right.
so hard to, like, live in society,
That's the thing is,
can't
baby,
get care
it
I'm
is
like, "Yeah,
not
I
a
would not
choice.
choose to be in this position at
I
all."
mean, to an extent, I guess it's a choice. You have to
We choose to
choose to transition.
transition,
You
but
have
we
to
don't choose
choose
who we are.
right. You
Like
you can't choose, like this is maybe deep, and we've touched on this, but it's like it gets to a point, I think if you're trans, is like, you can choose to transition or you can choose to end it all, you know? And, like,
yeah,
that's deep, but it's so, like,
that's how it
real
feels.
because it's like, why would I continue to be this person who I'm not?
Yeah, and I think to tie that full circle to this episode, this surgery for me feels that way. Like,
Yeah.
and I know we've talked about this, you feel the similar
Yeah.
way. To me, this is like the gender affirming care where I'm like, I n- I feel that I need this to do to live in life, to breathe.
For real.
The way that my brain capacity is taken up by like 80% dysphoria, like 80 to 99% in this part of my journey, most
Mhm.
of my days between my face, my facial hair, my body, like
It's like
it takes up so much. And
yeah,
I'm like, I'm so impressed and proud of how much I'm able to do in the capacity that I am.
right.
Um,
I mean, I feel like it's like 80% of my brain. Like that's what I'm constantly thinking about is like my appearance, which
literally.
is not healthy.
No, no,
And it's not
and it's
positive
like a
thing.
and it's like a medical diagnosis for
Yeah.
a reason,
Gender
gender
dysphoria.
dysphoria, because it's not like and I feel like that's the point with all of this. We're not like just being like, "Oh, we're self-critical." Like, it is like a, "No, I don't feel like I fit into the body that I am in."
Yeah.
And getting this surgery, for me at least, is like a beacon of hope. It is a, like, I can and I think about even what I wanna do in this world. I think about, like, um, acting in movies. I think about being a model. I think about, like, all of these things. In order to show up in the capacity that I want to, and to share my talents at the capacity that I want to, that will be a huge part, a
Yeah.
huge lift for me.
I feel
It's the
like
such a the thought of it just brings so much relief.
yeah, it does. Like especially like seeing like some of our sisters who have gotten it or just like
Yeah.
friends in general like it changes lives. It changes lives and
Yeah.
we've seen it firsthand with our friends.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait for our lives to be changed
Me too.
because it will happen.
It will, and I think it's gonna be very beautiful, challenging, and no doubt there will be challenges that come up along the process, but as I mentioned, I really am so grateful and lucky to have someone to do it with, and not just any someone, like the one, you know, my sister and best friend, because it's hard enough to do it alone, so doing it with another person is like a game changer.
Yeah. And seriously, you've just been the best person to,
Mm,
I mean, be in my life. But especially like going through something so crazy like that.
yeah,
But I don't know. I feel like we've always known that we've wanted this together and whatever, but I just feel so connected to you, like already, like in the soul.
yeah.
And I feel like it's gonna be like insane once we go
Oh
through
my god.
this experience together. Like,
We're gonna be insufferable
we're gonna be the worst people
and
out there.
inseparable.
Yeah. No, but for
We'll be
real.
trauma bonded.
Like, actually, I feel like
It's true,
no, but
and there's
you're
beauty
so
in that.
special to me, and
Thank you,
I
sister.
love you.
I love you. You are my sister through and through. That's so cute, Jenna.
Oh.
Oakland.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Um, the Oakland Jenna of it all. That is so cute, and I really feel the same way about you, and
Thank you.
I think there's gonna be so much beauty in this journey that we have ahead of us. So, we talk a lot about our transition here on this podcast, and I feel like this episode is the bulk, the meat of it all. Um,
I love the meat. No, it is.
it
Like,
is like
this is what it's all about.
it
Like,
really is.
FFS is why we're here.
It is.
And not necessarily, like, why we're, like, doing a podcast because we want FFS, but it kind of is. Also but also, this podcast has been I know we talk about it, like, every episode so far. It just feels right. It
Yeah,
feels so,
it
like, I
does.
don't know, getting to talk, like, long form about how we feel
It's
and,
so
like
it feels
yeah,
meaningful.
because TikTok really was not the tea for us, I don't think.
No. I mean, we'll post these on TikTok and
Yeah,
whatever.
little clips here and there.
But I agree. I think it feels nice to have a way to talk. And you know what too? Like I've been thinking about this a lot. Like if me 2 years ago or like 3 when I started my transition had this podcast to listen to, it would help me so much. Like
Seriously.
it truly would. And that's what I mean, that's what I feel like we're doing it for, like our younger selves and like
Yeah.
the parts of ourselves that didn't know what to do or where to
Well,
go.
it's kind of also like the representation that I was talking about, like, my
Uh-huh.
mom watched Dylan Mulvaney and, like, knows all this shit about trans people now because,
Yeah.
apparently I can't explain things to her, but Dylan Mulvaney can. No, that sounds bad. I can explain things to her, I just don't. I'm a terrible
She
person.
better read. Damn.
No, I'm reading myself.
Yes, you
Um,
are.
Anyways, but I wanna be that like, you have such a following for, like, ex-Mormons
Yeah,
who maybe would never know what any of this stuff is, but maybe they have, like, a trans cousin or someone in their life who's
it's
trans,
true.
and now listening to
Yeah.
this podcast because they're a fan of you,
I've had a lot of
they
people tell me that.
and I know, because 'cause I've been there,
Yeah.
like,
No, truly, a
now
lot
they
of
know
people.
like, we are it might be on a lower level, but, like, we are representation for a lot of people,
At least here in Utah, and I feel
for
proud
sure,
about that.
and I want it to grow because I feel like we're, like we're
Yeah.
just sharing our experience, that's all this is.
And that's the thing at the end of the day. I feel like there's a lot of cool experiences that I have because of that. I often spiral a lot about, like, how much I share online,
Mhm.
but then I have an interaction where somebody's like, "My little sister is trans," or this or that, or "I met
Yeah,
this person, and knew about this because I listened to you," or "I heard your
yeah,
podcast," or "I heard this," and it just I think that is very meaningful, and I wished so badly I had that in my life. I wish I had somebody who in my family was like, "Oh, I know somebody who's like you," like,
yeah,
and could, like and that's why I feel, like, motivated to speak on it, cause
right.
so I
Well, we're also obsessed with ourselves, and that's the real deep tea, but,
yeah, that
um,
I mean, yes, that does play into it.
our
So,
Popeyes is almost here.
perfect. Well, I think this is also a great time to end, and
Yeah,
we will be doing our Patreon episode, so clock
yeah.
into that.
If honestly, our podcast is or our Patreon, I keep saying it, but it is the tea.
It
Like,
is the
we're
tea.
I feel like we just, like, really let our hair down, we vibe out, we
Yeah.
untuck, let our meaty tucks out. Mine's not really meaty, but I'll let her speak for herself.
Oh,
Um,
girl.
but it's a good time, it's a good gal time. We're gonna do our estrogen shot, eat Popeyes, a
Yes.
little ASMR, and a little, needle in the leg, okay?
We'll see
There's
you
nothing I love
there.
more. We'll see you there.
We
Okay.
are clocking out. Thank you all.
Yes, bye.